You are now tuned in to Dumb Jock Sportscast.
What up, people? This is a World Cup group stage special because they just announced the groups today for the World Cup in November. So we had to do a live about it. We couldn't do a live during it because, well, we got busy lives, right? How you doing, man?
I'm
seems
good.
like
You?
It seems like we're doing a podcast every day now, eh?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's something breaking every day. We got to do a podcast. We got to talk about this right now.
Yeah, we gotta talk about it. Yeah. Well, so I'll get the groups up on. We're just gonna give our input and what we think about this groups. A lot of people maybe don't care about this, but if you watch soccer, you should care. You know, especially if one of your teams are here. I got both of my teams in one group.
I saw that.
Kind
of... the guys got both of them.
Yeah. So let's start off with Group A before we jump ahead to my group there.
All right.
So we got Qatar, which was the way they did it was the people in the first pot, they all picked a group. They're like the first team captain kind of the team, you know. So Qatar was in there automatically because they're hosting it, and England, cheers, man. Cheers got the next one. I mean, England got the next one, then Argentina, then France, then Spain, then Belgium, then Brazil, then Portugal. And then the rest just followed. So they couldn't have Canada and USA in the same group or Canada, like people from the same continent, you know? They had to mix it up. So that's why when it came down to it, for us, it was like Group E, but then Japan took it last second. If Japan didn't take it, if we got pulled there, we would have been in Group B, which was Spain and Germany for Croatia. No, for Canada. Sorry, and that would have been just as bad as their group now. But let's get off with Qatar, the host nation. What do you think of this? You think they have a chance of getting out of this group?
Out of everything that was made for out of all the groups that were announced for this, because I was saying to you today, there's still you can see in a few groups there's a couple of playoff games that got to be done to qualify.
Yeah,
but if we're talking specifically this group, regardless of what happens, I think this is the weakest group. So as far as Qatar getting out of this, I see it happening.
See me, I think Senegal have to be. I think Netherlands has it easy.
Netherlands.
I think this is the group I wanted Canada to go in before Ecuador, because Ecuador picked it, got in just before Canada did. So when Canada's picked, and then Japan, and that's when they were picked in Ecuador. If Canada was picked when Ecuador was picked, we would have been in that group, and I would have been happy over the moon. But I feel like this is one of the weakest groups. Besides Group B. Group B is pretty poor too, but this Group A, we'll stick with this one. I think Netherlands and Senegal for sure, in my eyes, and I think Qatar could be a dark horse in that group to break through.
Well, that's what I mean. I think I think we're both on the same boat that automatically, pretty much, this is Netherlands' group to lose. I don't see them losing it, right? Like you said, you look at their roster and compare it to Ecuador's and Senegal and Qatar. As far as who's going to be the runner-up in that I mean, you see that's going to probably, for me, is going to be coming down to Qatar and Ecuador. I don't think Senegal really is going to be that strong in this group.
Yeah. So hey, what's up? What's up, Magic Man? What's up, Fink? What's up, Seabass? See me. I feel like Senegal, Mane, and the whole win the Africa Cup of Nations thing. I think these guys are pretty strong. It could just be they got a pretty strong team. I think they always do good. They did good last year. Well, not good, but
they're not going to be a pushover. In other words,
yeah. They're not going to be a pushover. But the next group we got England. Now this one, England should be the clear favorites. I don't see any of the teams even coming close to England, at all. And I think US and the reason why I think this is the easiest group, I think it's the easiest for England because there's no one to really give them a hard time. Iran, sure, they did well last time. They beat the US or whatever they did with the US. but I just don't think they're gonna pull magic again. Maybe you never know, but
Right?
and USA, I think they're overrated. I
Can't
think
be
I
overrated to be putting 5-1 thrashings on other teams though. I mean, yes, it was
yeah
against Costa Rica, but still, hey, Costa
yeah.
Rica's in.
Well, I think USA and England are the one of the most overrated teams. Well, two of the most overrated teams. I think England is. You always think that England has a chance to win it, but did they
Right.
ever really have a chance? Did they? But they're supposed to be one of the best teams. I don't know. I just think it would be hilarious to see England lose, but I don't think they're going to lose this group at all. I don't think they'll lose a game.
I think it's hard to say. It's like you said, it's definitely not a strong group. It's another like I said with the Group A, definitely England would be the favorite to win this.
Yeah.
Now, as far as challenging it, who's going to really challenge England or at least come away with again the second place, like runner up?
Yeah.
I think it comes down to who wins that last game there, like that last spot. I think if Scotland gets in it,
Yeah.
I think definitely it becomes the weakest group. Definitely. I mean, I don't like saying that because that's my team.
But I think
definitely.
yeah. I think if Ukraine comes through, I think a team like Ukraine, nobody really wants to play them right now because of
Well,
what's
that's what I
going
was going
on.
to say. I think if Ukraine gets in there, they're going to kind of maybe possibly cause some type of upset. Like they could very well pull off a win against England or the States. But
Yeah, there'll be lots of emotions and stuff going with that.
But what about Gareth? Like, what happens if Wales gets in?
Yeah, let's just say this: if Bale comes in with Ramsey and that, they might do some damage. But
they've done it before when they've been grouped with England.
Yeah, but what happens if this happens? England doesn't get through the group, or they don't make it past first round. Would you fire their coach Gareth Southgate? Because they're like, if they're not the favorites, I don't know who is. Like they're like.
Are you talking like World Cup or just for this group?
Yeah. No, I'm talking about if they don't get past the first round.
England's always favored, right? England's like your Germany and your Spain, they're always expected to win the cup. But as far as Southgate, I think for sure this you have to win the World Cup this year.
I think if they come out poor, like they get knocked out first round, I think he has to go. Like he has to go. But I think they have a stacked team.
I think it's more so if you don't even get out of the first, like once the knockout stage starts, I think even if you get knocked out that first game, you're gone. Like this you got to make like the call it the semifinals or, to even keep your job, but definitely you have to make the World Cup. I think ultimately World Cup, he has to at least make to keep his job.
Well, like how about Harry Kane? If they don't get out past first round, Harry Kane, that has to be bad on his legacy too. Like he's a serial non-winner. As that comes through,
right? But from this past season in the EPL, you can see he's not the same Harry Kane of old, right? Like he's not going to be Mr. He's not your Ronaldo. He's not your Messi who will still produce. I think this team needs to rely on more than Harry Kane this time around.
Well, the big criticism on England is that they're midfield, but they got players like Jude Bellingham, which is a young star. And they got what's the other guy's name that they got there? Jude Bellingham. Who's the other guy? I forget the other midfielder, but he's pretty good.
Thinking of.
Yeah, but they have pretty good. They have players. They have the players. They should have.
They have the talent to get in. Right?
Oh, Declan Rice. They have Declan Rice.
Yeah, the multi-million-dollar man.
Yeah, $150 pound man. Yeah,
but I mean, for this group, ultimately, I think, like you said, England should win it. They're the favorite to win it, if not the World Cup. But I really think it. I mean, I agree with you on the States. Are they just a team that can cause an upset here and there? Yes, but it's not like when they went on that miracle run as well, right? It's not like when they had Landon Donovan and Bradley, right?
Well, they got Pulisic and they got a few other players, but I don't think
this team. Still not. I don't think it's still strong enough. And like you said, the only team that really causes any kind of problems, I think, realistic is the Ukrainian. That's depending on what time the Ukrainian team shows up, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think if the Ukraine team goes through, I think there'll be lots of emotions and lots of stuff going with that. So nobody really wants to, and especially it'll be tricky if they go through. I don't with the current climate of what's going on, it'll be hard for them to get their heads together. I think maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think to
It'd be
who's
like
going
a
through is
feel-good
Wales.
story,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I think Wales is probably going through. Probably. I don't
Well,
know.
they gotta what? They've got to win. Well, that's the other thing too. You got to look at this matchup too. Is that between Ukraine and Scotland, they play each other, right? And then the winner's
Yeah.
got to play Wales, and that's even before you even get to the World Cup.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Do you think they should have did this draw after?
No, because honestly, we're how far away before the World Cup we're, right? Like you're running out of
Yes.
time now to really get your teams like your groupings done, and as well as get your final like roster set up, right? So, I mean, the game I know this game is set for like June 13th, but for me that's pushing it way too far. Like this game should be getting played like this month or next month.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. I believe in that too. They had to do it. The show must go on with or without you, basically.
Yeah.
So let's move on to Group C. Now, Group C has Argentina, right? And I predicted before this. I said Canada, Croatia, and Argentina would be in the same group. I got two of them right. Didn't get it. If we would have had Argentina, it would have been a hell of a time, because my kid is
all break and lose at your house.
Everybody's fighting each other,
Yeah.
my kid's Argentinian. My wife's Argentine. We live in Croatia, and I'm Canadian and Croatian, so it's crazy.
Right.
But this group, I can't see Argentina losing any games to anybody here. Maybe Mexico might be a hard fought game because they like to compete against each other. But honestly, I see Poland coming through second. People say that Poland always slack and always choke, but I don't know. I think they should, like, Saudi Arabia has to come last in this group. Has to and then Mexico. It's either Mexico or Poland in my eyes. I think either or of those, but I think Poland this time they'll come through. They have to come through this time. They have to. Serial chokers, man.
Well, the only thing with this is absolutely Argentina should win this. It's another group where it's a clear-cut favorite.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, Saudi Arabia was great during qualifying. They went 7-2-1 or something like that. But look at who the countries they're playing, right? Like everyone from is Mid East versus Mid East. So you got guitars and everybody playing each other. So somebody's gonna look like an absolute powerhouse.
Yeah. Same with US. Like a lot of people are saying US is gonna give England problems. I'm like, they played in the CONCACAF though. It's not as good as some other countries, Yeah.
Right. And that's what I mean is, so, I agree with you on Saudi Arabia. So really then, like you said, comes down to, I agree with you. Second, runner up is Mexico or Poland.
Yeah. Who do you see winning out of those two? Who do you see going through out of Mexico?
I mean, I can see your point on Poland because yes, they're known to be slow starters and everything like that. So let's just say they get upset by, I don't know, pick Mexico or Saudi Arabia in their first game, right?
Yeah.
I think that would be their wake-up call. But the other thing is, if let's say they drop a game to Mexico, right, and then they lose to Argentina, they're in danger of not, moving on at all. And that's something that usually happens to them, like you said. So
yeah, that's sure. Yeah, I think they have to win all three games. Yeah,
I think honestly, if I were to put money down, I'm going to go against you. I'm going to say Mexico sneaks out of there with second place.
Oh damn! You rolling up them tacos tonight, eh?
I'm bringing out those tacos today. Yeah, I'll do some Mexican hat dance for you.
Yeah, I don't know. It's fairly easy, but you never know.
Between the two of them, I think.
Yeah. Argentina should safely, like the ones that are on top in the last two groups, B and C, should be on top at the end of it.
They should win. They should, like you said, they should win all their games or maybe drop an odd game here. But they're not going to be in any danger of missing.
Well, okay, let's move on to Group D. Group D sees France and either the EUA, which is Dubai, basically the United Emirates or whatever the hell it's called, and versus Austria. Or Australia, sorry. So Australia and them have to play each other to play Peru. Yeah, I think whatever team comes through out of those three, I don't think it matters to me. I
Right.
think Denmark. I hope Denmark finishes first, but just because Christian Eriksen and all that. But I think France. France is France. They have two. They can put out 3 teams in this cup, and they can all compete. They have that
Right.
many players that are good. So it's like, but I don't think France is. I think France. Man, I would like to see France choke. I would like it, but just because I don't like Pogba and stuff.
Well, I was going to say this is not the France team that basically boycotted the World Cup last time, right? Like everyone walked off and was like, "Screw you."
Look at this guy.
Oh dear God, you guys drinking his energy drink.
Yeah.
Gotta keep me
What's
going.
that? Yeah, what do you think about Group D? France is obviously,
France
has
is a
to be-
favorite, clearly.
yeah,
Gotta be
clearly,
one of the
but it'd
favorites
be,
of the tournament.
yeah, but it'd be nice to see them not make it out
Falter.
of this group for me. Yeah, I'd love it. I
Oh,
would
of
love
course.
it.
Fuck.
Yeah,
I'd like to
Especially-
see Denmark. Obviously, Denmark for Ericsson and Christensen, but
yeah, and yeah, like the qualifiers, like Australia versus Dubai and Peru. I don't think any of those teams are gonna make a difference if they enter it or not.
Well, no, because
Yeah.
like you said, let's just say Dubai gets in there. Really, you think either Dubai is going to make it?
to be honest, I think
Right in
Australia is
Denmark
probably the
or,
best out of the
or
three.
France? No,
Peru's not bad though.
no,
Peru,
but
I know, I know.
Yeah, but it's like, but Tunisia, I think, is a little bit better than those 3 teams. I think so. But Australia, I mean, Australia always has like those weird tournaments where they're not rated by anybody, and then they kind of get through somehow. Like well, I remember that they were against Croatia, Brazil, and like Japan maybe in one year, and Croatia was like Croatia. They were supposed to be good, and they only tie Brazil, and they lose to Australia and the other team, and Australia goes through it. So it's like you never kind of know in this tournament. It could happen.
Anything can happen.
yeah, it's a World Cup.
Yeah, it's a World Cup. They're all good teams. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like you said, anything can happen.
Anything can happen. So Group E, we
Like
see.
any team, like you could have you could have Germany versus like Japan draw. Like it's
Yeah.
shit can happen.
Well, yeah, people could park the bus and just get a draw. It could, especially if Germany. Let's say this: who does Germany play first game? Do they play Spain? No, that'd be disastrous. Japan? Yeah. So if Japan wants, they could. The smartest move would obviously be park the bus and hope for a tie somehow.
Yeah.
And then if especially if they feel like Germany will lose to Spain, because if Germany loses Spain and then they beat Costa Rica,
I don't see that happen. I see Germany topping that.
yeah, I don't know. I see us. I think Spain's one of the better playing football teams. It's just I don't know if they finish all the time like they should.
So that's what? So you're going Germany and Spain through?
Germany and Spain in Group E, you have to pick them.
I don't think you have to.
I think
Who's
I
that
think
one?
that
New Zealand versus who?
Costa Rica.
Well, obviously
Costa Rica.
that game
Costa Rica's going to get that.
Yeah, but even in whoever wins that game is going to be fourth. That's the last play, basically playing for last place in that group.
Yeah, Japan's not bad.
I know they're not bad, but Costa Rica, man, and
Costa Rica's not good. They're people got to stop rating CONCACAF so highly because it's popular in Canada and America now.
I
know that.
No, like because the next group, people actually think Canada has there's a second place favorite. It's like, dude, I hope they score a goal. I know I'm Canadian. I hope they score a goal. Never mind get through. You know what I mean? Like it's like, damn. But yeah. So who you guys picking in Group E?
Germany and Spain.
I'll pick.
Yeah, I'll pick.
Go ahead, Bunjo. Go.
I'm picking Germany and Spain. If I'm a betting man, I'm picking Germany and Spain. But if I'm a wild card, I'll throw a Germany and Japan because I think Spain has trouble finishing sometimes. Even though they play the best style football, they have trouble finishing. So goals matter. So they could bottle the lead and
Germany can run the score sheet.
There you go.
Sheet up too.
Yeah.
So I'm giving you it right now. Here's my lock. You heard it here first.
Yes.
Group
Okay, let's
E,
hear it. Let's hear it.
we're
Big money
going
T's locks.
Spain wins this group.
Yeah.
Runner up, Japan.
Japan.
I think Germany is going to go into this overconfident. I really do. I hope I'm wrong because I would love to see Germany move on, but I think that's Germany's
Well,
only issue is they will be very confident and maybe too confident in this group.
I think people have to. I think they're
You're
professionals. They have to realize.
underestimating the Germans, man. They're
No, I'm not.
no more
I'm
fucking
not underestimating. Like I said,
fucking
like
butt
I
scratching.
said, I give them respect. Like I'm saying,
Yeah,
Germany.
Joaquin Lowe.
I definitely think Germany's a good team. I'm not saying this just and be like, oh, Germany's just a piece of shit team. No, not at all. I just think that they got a good, a favorable group, and I just think that they're going to look into this of really our only threat is maybe Spain, because like you said, Joe, like Spain doesn't always finish.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's not unheard of. Like look at the last time. Look at Germany losing to what last tourney. Look at Germany lost to.
Yeah, they didn't get out of the round, did they?
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah. Well, it could happen. It could happen. They could be overconfident. It could be they could have nightmares from last year, but I think they have a lot of new players this year.
Yeah, exactly. Like they probably will move on, but I'm just saying overall, if I was betting, don't be surprised. It wouldn't shock me to see Germany not get through.
See, I'm going the other way. I think look at the teams I pick are Spain and Germany because I think that's the easy teams to bet.
That's the safe money.
But yeah,
I think getting past those two teams though.
I think Japan could. I think you could underestimate Japan because they're good and they're
That's
fast.
what I'm saying. I think Japan is underrated in this group.
And they could just score a quick one at the beginning because you're underrating them, and then park the bus the rest of the game.
Yeah,
who knows?
Do that then.
Yeah, not any team. No, they're fast though. They actually have skill. These guys. It's not like it's freaking. It's not Costa Rica. I know you guys think Costa Rica is a good team or whatever, but it's like, come on, New Zealand can't do that. Qatar. I don't even know. Qatar probably cheated and bought all their players from different countries, so it's probably not even really people from Qatar. You know what I mean? That's what I heard they did. They knew they were getting the World Cup, so 5 years ago they bought all these players and gave them citizenships. That's crazy. So hey, that's beyond us. So that's oil money. That's what comes with that kind of stuff.
So hey,
no, but hey, it happens, man. Do you think all these rich guys became rich clean? No. So this group, the next group, this is the group. So when Croatia was getting called the next group, we had Group E and Group A before that open. And so our chances were these three groups basically. And I was like, oh man, I would love to go to Group A for Croatia because Croatia would fare well in that. And I would hate to go in Group E because Croatia, Spain, Germany, that'd be crazy. Well, actually, I don't think Croatia could go in Group E because no, I was thinking about Canada. Yeah, Canada. I was thinking about Canada because Canada would go in Group A, not Croatia, because Croatia's picked one of the first ones.
And Group E,
Yeah. So Group E, Group A, and Group F for Canada. And I was hoping Canada would go to Group A instead of Ecuador right here because Canada couldn't go here when it was open, and they couldn't go to Mexico because Mexico and USA were in these groups, right? So you can't go. And so when Ecuador got picked, I was like, oh man, because the next group up, if Canada gets picked, is Group E, and I was like, oh man, we're gonna go in Group E. I'm like, this is gonna be awful for Canada. Because I want them to at least score, and if they put them in with Japan, Germany, and Spain, I can't see them scoring, and so when they go to Group F, I was like, oh, it's nice to see Canada and Croatia play each other because it'll be like nice and competitive for myself, and I live in Croatia. Yeah, so it's gonna be kind of cool because then I can go for Canada and I won't be wrong, and you know what I mean. No one will hate me, kind of, because they're the underdogs. But what I'm seeing here is everybody's calling Croatia old, right? Croatia's old, but Belgians they're past their prime with these players too. The only guy that you got to watch out for, will he be healthy, is De Bruyne. Like that guy gets injured all the time. So if he gets injured, it's like, and Hazard's been like not really on form. Lukaku, same thing. It's like this. Am I really that
They're
scared
all
of them?
banged up.
Yeah, am I really scared of them? No.
I can
think,
see Croatia coming out on top of this group.
Yeah, I can see them, and dude, I'm telling you, I just feel like Canada might get lucky and come second somehow. I don't know why. It's like I want
Everybody's
like
feeling that right now, except for fucking numbnuts here.
yeah, but it's like this. At the same time, you can go like this: Belgium, Croatia, boom, done. Argument. And next group,
end of discussion. But
yeah, but it's like this: if so, Croatia plays Morocco. That'll be for the first game of the group. I think that'll be a big. It'll tell a lot of what's going to happen in the group if Croatia loses,
especially for Canada deciding like which team, like how those teams are playing.
Yeah, like because Morocco's no slouch either, like and Canada, like when people talk about the group of death, to me it's like how do you view the group of death? Like if you're Canada, this is the group of death for you.
Out of all of them, yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, it's like to be Canadian, you're like, I don't see how you, unless if you're delusional and you think Canada's just gonna mop the floor with everybody somehow. I don't understand how people think that. Like everybody has Canada beating Morocco easy and Croatia easy. It's like how? It's like how? It's like I mean, it's possible. I think Canada might pull off a Belgium. Who knows? But it's like it's not gonna be like 2-0. It's gonna be like some red card or something crazy, or penalty or something. Because they're like they have two players, Davies and what's the other guy, Jonathan David, and they're like those guys are just gonna speed by everybody. It's like, dude, the other people they have good players too. You know what I mean? It's like I'm like this ain't Costa Rica. This ain't they don't get it. It's like. It's cool to think that your team's going to win. Like, if you're Canadian, you got to get behind the boys, You got to get behind the boys. Win or loss, you just got to be proud that we made it to the show. And yes, Davis, that's a participation trophy we want. It's a start. You know how huge it is for the program in Canada? That's huge.
That's amazing, especially like for the kids nowadays that could potentially be playing in those World Cup that comes here, right?
So what do you think? Do you think it's already a success for Team Canada just being in the World Cup, or do you think that
absolutely?
Like, and a goal would be a cherry on top.
How many bandwagon Larrys are there around right now? Well, you're not here in Canada, so it's hard to tell. But
yeah, it's hard. Yeah, nobody.
You everybody see on Facebook how many people that like.
Yeah, everybody's
out of your friends. You've noticed not say a damn thing this whole time until like now they're qualified. Yeah. Now they're fucking bandwagon Larrys, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's like these guys. Everybody's been congratulating me though. It's like, and some guys really like. I put Canada versus Croatia. It's gonna be awesome, right? They're in the same group. And someone said, "Oh, Canada's gonna smash Croatia." It's like, dude, and he's dead serious. And I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, you don't even. I'm like, I never even heard you talk about soccer ever in your life. I'm like, so you have no idea what's going on. He's like, yeah, they finished first. And I'm like, yeah, they finished first. I'm like, let's put it this way: when Canada finished first, they won a few games because of snow, because of stuff like that. They're not going to have that. They're going to be in the desert, so it's going to be different for them. I'm not, and they're at home support. They're at BMO Field. Remember how
look at all the games they won at home. Fuck, it's fucking snowing.
Yeah, and all the other teams were like Mexico and Jamaica that had to come. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, Jamaicans come up here and play soccer in the fucking dead of winter.
Yeah,
it's like they think and literally think they're gonna win.
Yeah, it's like
us three could have went out there and probably beat them. Fuck.
And let's just say this, like in the group chat on Messenger there, the one guy said Mexico and USA were just going through the motions because they just assume they're going to get through anyways because they're the top teams, And that's how I feel too. I feel like they didn't really have to try. They felt like they don't have to try. Like Canada had to try.
Yeah, but like that game that I went to, man, like Canada made a statement in that game in Hamilton here. Like we beat the fucking US. Like.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There's a lot of, but let's just say this, man. There's a lot of teams like, do you believe something like this? Like teams that do well, like maybe go undefeated before the World Cup tournament, they actually lose in the World Cup because so much pressure to keep winning. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
they hit their peak too early.
Yeah, and like that's a team like Germany and Canada right now. They could both kind of like feel like that invincible, so they might be taking it lightly. Or I don't think Canada is taking it
No,
lightly.
I was going to say, I don't think
yeah.
Canada has that mentality at all. They know that they drew.
I think they have.
The Belgium manager had some good words to say about Canada.
Yeah, it's gonna be. They must just be like thrilled to be on the stage with these guys, like Modric and Lukaku and stuff. They must just be some of the guys, not all of them, because some of them play in Europe, but the other guys, some of them must be just happy as hell, you know.
Well, think of like
you're gonna
Pulisic
be
guys
happy
who
if
go
you
back
go
to the
to
locker
this.
room and be playing against fucking Reese and Mason and all those guys, right?
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be crazy. Like look at this. Imagine if Canada makes it through. That's huge. That's huge for the country.
Come on, be realistic too, though.
Belgium and Croatia have to like
screw up.
They'll probably tie each other. Belgium will beat Morocco, Croatia. You know what I mean? Like it'll come down to that exactly how Canada performs against them.
Yeah, I think it'll. Let's just say this. I think who plays. I think Canada and Croatia. I mean Croatia and Belgium play each other last, right? I don't know. I think that's how it is. If that's how it is, I think Canada's second game is against Croatia. So Belgium and Croatia play each other last. So I think it'll come down to that. Who's second and third place? I think it could, especially if Canada. Imagine if Canada ties Belgium.
We need to tie at least one of those two teams.
Yeah, if Canada ties Belgium the first game, and Croatia beat Morocco, well, Croatia beat or tie Morocco, and then beat Belgium, Canada's through. No. And
even if we lose to Belgium, we got to keep the goals down. We cannot let that fucking slug in there and bury those goals.
Oh, dude! Once they start getting 1-2 in, you got to sit back and play defense. That's it.
No, but like Belgium won't. They'll just keep going, right?
Yeah, but they shouldn't keep trying. They should kind of just sit back and play defense so they don't
goals don't count for differential.
Yeah, but if they get 5 in the game, if they keep trying,
they're not gonna go fucking
Yeah, they got to sit back. I think if they Belgium scores 1 against them, they got to play more preserved and just like kind of say, "Well, we see you. We see what you're doing here." I don't know, but this group, who you guys got?
I have to say Brazil is going to come out of their top.
Brazil?
Are you talking about still Group F?
I was going to say, do we just jump into the
I thought, well, fuck, we've been talking about it long enough. How do you tell who's coming out of that fucking group, man?
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Like, I'm not taking a guess. Fuck, I want Canada to win it, but obviously they're not. But it's Belgium and Croatia, the same as the last Group E, Spain, Germany.
Yeah, that's what I feel. But I'm picking Canada, Croatia.
Like the way I look at it, I can go every group basically and pick which two I think are going to make it out. Just like looking at it, I don't know.
Yeah, but want me to tell you the way Group F is right now lined up with Belgium on top, Canada, Morocco, and Croatia. That could be a possibility. I think Croatia, because usually Croatia does good at a World Cup and they're really bad at a World Cup. So that could happen, but this time I don't.
Good at the last one, so now this team they're going to be.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't know. They might. It's Modric's last one, so he might have something. He might want to try a little bit harder.
They got my boy Kovacic.
Yeah, and if he has a big tournament,
lights out.
I mean, lights out. That like they have good players, Croatia. So it's like I say, Croatia and Belgium switch spots, but I think obviously Belgium not going to come last. They're going to come.
And also you got to think, man. Like we've been playing without fucking Alfonso. Like I know it's only one guy, but like. Man, like the atmosphere in the changing room would be.
Yeah, but like, is Alfonso going to be back?
Yeah,
we don't know if they say they don't know yet.
He's scheduled to play in their next Champions League game, the second match of the Champions League against.
They said that he should be back, but they say like something about his injury or something. What did he have?
Something with his heart.
Yes, that's what I mean. I think they're trying to bring him back slowly or something.
Well, of course.
And then and then I don't know. If something happens again in practice or something, he might be out for a while. Who knows?
So what?
But that's where.
Joe, what?
What?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think Canada are doing good without him too. So if he's there, he's a cherry on top, kind of, and he's a huge difference for Canada. He's like the best player on the team easily. You're always better with the best player.
We have to get him back though.
Yeah, we take him back for sure. So what were you saying, Davis?
No, I was just going to say. So what? Are you on the? I won't say you're on the bandwagon because you're not, because you've been supporting them. But are you set that Canada's getting through this group?
I don't think so. I think Belgium, Croatia, to be honest.
No, and I'm with you on that one, Mike. I think Belgium, Croatia is here.
See, I think if De Bruyne gets injured,
unless Croatia is poor, fucking
yeah. I think if all their players get injured before, like at the end, by the end of the season, by the World Cup, I think because they still have the Premier League next year before the World Cup, right? So they still have that. So remember, De Bruyne gets injured at all the time. They all do. So it's like if he gets injured, why not? Why can't Canada tie them or beat them?
Well, even then, I still think, let's say Croatia gets off to a slow start. Let's say they draw, like you guys are saying, they draw their first game or draw their second game. Even if Croatia drew 2 of these games, I still don't think it's enough help. Canada needs to.
Well, I'm not saying Croatia is getting off to a slow start. I'm saying Belgium
Canada's
is.
only chance at a win against Morocco, in my opinion.
I think Canada's only chance of scoring is against Morocco.
Well, isn't that what I
said? That's realistic.
That Croatia game and they draw.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said last week to you. That was my lock last week. I see it a hard time for Canada to get a goal in this this group here.
Yeah, this group, I think realistically, I'll be happy if they score against Morocco. But if all the injuries plague Belgium, I think any of these guys could beat them if they have injuries like they do, like all their players usually do, Yeah. But I mean, that's a huge if, guys.
Well,
and I'm Canadian, so I'm picking Croatia and Canada. I have to. That's it. What do you guys want me to do here? What do you want me to do?
Be real. Be real.
Hey, dude, you ask me who's winning the cup? It's the goddamn Leafs. Yeah. No, but I don't know. I'll realistically, it's Belgium and Croatia.
Yeah.
Hypothetically,
we'll let you have
speaking,
your fantasy pick too.
Yeah. But I'll pick. But the next one is Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, Cameroon. See, now this is another tricky group.
See, I see this group more as a group of death than Group F.
Well, I see. I only see Group F as the group of death for Canada's eyes. That's it.
Okay.
As a Canadian, I don't see it for Belgium and Croatia. I don't think they view it as that. I think they view it as
group of death.
Yeah, I think Group G is more evenly spread out to each other. I think because Serbia could do
just those bottom 3. Brazil's like.
No, Brazil. Well, everybody rates Brazil so high. They're the best, but then they don't rate Argentina that high. But Argentina beat them in Copa America, and I've been watching these guys. It's not like they're amazing.
No,
they have a lot of big names. They have a lot of Brazil has a lot of big names. That's all. Like that Vinny Jr.
I'm taking
Neymar. I'm taking. I think Cameroon's a tricky team. I think they're one of the dark horses too. I think they're one that people don't expect to get out that could get out. And Serbia's they finished first in their qualifying group. They did well.
They were one of the first, weren't they, to qualify?
Yeah. So, and Switzerland, they just beat the champs out of Euro, right? They just beat Italy out. So, I mean, they're riding on a high right now. Switzerland, big time, right? But will it last till November? Who knows, right?
As far as I remember, didn't they do pretty well in Euro? Switzerland, did they make it out?
Yeah, so that's what I mean. In Brazil, man, if Neymar pulls off,
more of a defensive team, though, no?
Yeah, that's what I mean. And they're hard. They're a hard team. They're a strong team.
Fuck yeah, because all the Yugos are.
Yeah, so I think Brazil could have trouble against them, but Cameroon and Switzerland could pull off a surprise, and Cameroon, you never know.
Yeah,
with that.
I'm taking Switzerland.
I'm taking. Yeah, I like it as much. I'll take what? So you're taking Switzerland to win the group?
No, Brazil, Switzerland.
I was like, damn.
Yeah.
I'm picking probably after all that spiel about Brazil could lose every game. I'm still picking Brazil to win. You'd have to be crazy not to, I think.
Yeah, same. Like I don't.
And Serbia. I'll pick Serbia.
If you're not picking Brazil to win this group, then you're just going for an underdog pick.
Yeah, well, you just hate Neymar, and that's basically where
I
I'm at.
fucking hate him. I can't stand
Yeah.
him. But I'm going for Thiago Silva.
Yeah, oh, damn, there we go. Dude, see that? That's bias right there. I love that.
It's Brazil, man. Brazil, like,
Yeah.
I don't know. As far I just
Yeah. Oh, they got Richarlison. They got a few good guys, you know. Bobby
Gaylor.
Firmino. Yeah. What else? They got Gabriel Martinelli from Arsenal. I'd like to see him throwing some bangers out on the World Cup stage. Why not? So now we got the last group, the Group H. Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, South Korea. So we got Son from Tottenham. We got Luis Suarez. And we got
Cavani.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Right?
Cavani too, right?
Cavani, yeah. So how about that? That's a pretty good group, to watch?
The Black Stars, eh?
Yeah, well, what do you think? Do you think everybody has Portugal as the outright favorites? I don't. Why? Just because of Ronaldo? It's his last World Cup. It'd be a shame for him
to challenge him.
Yeah, well, the other teams would challenge him. Why not?
Why not? You're going to say Ghana's going to challenge him?
I'm going to say Uruguay and South Korea. Well, yeah, why not?
Uruguay's going to win this group.
Yeah, I think Uruguay. I think they're tough, and I think Portugal. Depends, man. Depends what Portugal comes, man.
And what state fucking Ronaldo's in. I know
Yeah,
he's a fucking animal, but still, like.
Yeah. The guy is 37. The guy's 37, you know? The guy's 37. And this is a running game, man. That's hard.
Yeah, but look at Hutch for fucking Canada.
Yeah. But yeah, Ronaldo's a different beast, though. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
I'd expect more from Ronaldo than fucking Hutchinson.
Yeah, but I mean, Hutch, that guy, he's not playing against Europe's elite. You know, like, he's playing against North America. I don't know. See, and everybody's like,
no,
oh,
he is. He's a captain for. Fuck, I can't remember now. They were talking about it. Fuck.
Yeah, but somebody was like this. Oh, Costa Rica is like, oh no, USA. Something about Costa Rica. I'm like, yeah, Costa Rica. Their striker's Joel Campbell. He's an ex-Arsenal player that was terrible. You know, like awful. The guy's awful.
They just got a good goalie.
Yeah, but yeah. And I'm like, once these guys, like, that's what I'm telling people. Once Canada plays Belgium their first game, it's going to be a smack to the face of reality, maybe. And that's going to suck.
Like, oh, welcome to the fucking World Cup.
Yeah. You know, and that's what I'm scared of with Canada, because if they get smacked around the first game, all kinds of damage to their ego, you know?
Everybody will be
and then, their confidence will be like, oh, man. And then all the bandwagon Larrys for Team Canada are gone. You know, they're like, oh yeah, we're back to hockey now. You're right though. I think when you said they're bandwagon, they're all Leaf fans, eh? When the Leafs make playoffs, yes, the Leafs. It's
so
true.
They'll be used to losing then when we do lose.
It's like, oh well, we tried. We got the participation trophy. That's what we came for. No, but I like Ronaldo. Hate Portugal. So I'm in a conundrum between that.
I don't think Son is going to take South Korea and like bring them out of group stage and be like,
you don't think Ronaldo's going to do it? Ronaldinho? Come on. Come on, man. I think
Uruguay's going to win that group with Portugal come second.
I think South Korea has a fair shot at winning any of those games. And hey, the guy's a Tottenham guy too, you know, and I don't like Tottenham at all. And I just think Son is awesome at football. I think he's like one of the better players in the world right now.
So
he's just on a bad team.
Those two guys can't do shit.
Yeah, they can't do. Yeah, Harry Kane. I never said Harry Kane. I don't like the guy.
I'm just saying, like both those two, Son and Harry Kane.
Yeah. Yeah, they're both serial losers, I guess. And
So like
if you
back
look
to
at
Group A, I would take
yeah,
Senegal and Netherlands to win that.
Senegal, Netherlands, well, those are the easy.
Netherlands to
See
win.
that?
Netherlands to win that group.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's the easiest group to me.
Mm-hmm.
Unless if Qatar has all these players that they bought in, and it's
Group
like they're
B,
on steroids or something.
England's gonna
I
wall
don't
up
know.
any fucking team in that group.
Dude, I would love for England to get embarrassed because the fans are ridiculous.
Oh, I know, David Armstrong.
but
But
that won't happen.
England's far too good, man. They're young.
Do you think this is England's tournament?
No, I don't.
You don't think they have?
I got a feeling next World Cup, England's gonna be one of the top contenders in the next World Cup.
That's what everybody said last World Cup too.
I didn't.
Well, everybody else did.
So no,
I think
the reason I say that is because you think all these these players that are playing now, they're all young. They're all like between 20 and 25. You know, when they're in their prime in another fucking 5 years, you know, they're gonna be like 30 years old or more, but they're gonna be fucking playing very well.
I'll say if England loses this, I think it's gonna be up to Gareth Southgate and his choices, who he puts on and all that kind of stuff. I think because last World Cup, I remember I can't remember the exact choices, but I know he made a lot of mistakes, and it was just like why did you pick this guy over that guy? And you see that all the time, and they lost because of that stuff. So like look at when they lost to Croatia in penalties. Like the first half they were killing Croatia, and the second half they got dominated. And what happened? And then they lost the shootouts with the pens and whatever. But
yeah, I take England, and I don't know. It all depends on who comes out of that Ukraine or Scotland. Like you said, people aren't going to want to play Ukraine.
No, it's going to be hard for people to play Ukraine, especially with all the news and stuff like that.
But I don't know. I know how.
I don't know.
I feel like the States are going to pull this one off.
I think whoever comes out, like Wales or Scotland or Ukraine, I think those are one of the teams that are favorited to win.
I think the U.S.
like
will.
not to win, just come second.
England will win Group B, runner up.
I think USA is. I think they're overrated. I said that. I think England and USA are overrated teams this year.
USA, yeah. I don't know why they'd even be like. I don't know who's fucking chatting them up because.
I think from CONCACAF, if you look at that, everybody thinks USA is the powerhouse there. It's like
who finished first?
Why? Yeah, but it doesn't matter. They still think USA is the powerhouse.
No, I know. Yeah, because they have a fucking bigger population, more.
To me, that's called overrated to me. And they have the big names, the starlights and stuff, and that doesn't mean anything if you don't have a team. And England, I think everybody puts them at number one all the time, and they never do anything. They've never won, so that's overrated to me again. That's how you get overrated. You don't become overrated by being Spain or something, that nobody talks about really.
England, US.
England, US. I see realistically England smashing them all. They have to.
I think so.
I don't think it's a hard group for England at all.
Group C, I'd take Argentina, and if Poland can beat Mexico, I'd take Poland.
Yeah, I'm taking Poland. Poland, Argentina. I think Lewandowski. I think they can't possibly choke again. Poland, again. No. Come on, again. It's like, damn. Are they the Leafs of this tournament? Damn.
And then France and Denmark for Group D. I think that's where I came in.
Yeah, France and Denmark. Yeah, I think we all picked France and Denmark. No,
and like you said, France. Like between probably France, Brazil, and Germany, those three teams could field a second team out of all the other countries, which probably maybe England too, but none of these other teams can fucking field probably only France and Germany that could really have a competitive second team.
I think only France can. I think France is the only team that can put 3 teams out, 2 teams. I don't think Germany can put out 2, 3 teams and compete.
Yeah, they could.
No, I think because you're German. I think because you're German, you're saying that.
I'm fucking Canadian, bro.
Yeah, but I don't Brazil. Anybody can put out 2 teams. I don't think they'll compete though. The second one. I think France has all like the people that don't make the France team are like Karim Benzema and like you know what I mean? Like that's crazy.
There was reasons behind that shit.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. They still have these guys. It doesn't matter the reasons why they didn't like they have so many guys. But
same with Germany though. Germany's the same way. Strikers, midfielders, like
no man.
yeah.
Bundesliga is not a real league, man. You know? What, they have 1 team, 2 teams now?
Yeah.
But same with France. France ain't the Ligue 1 isn't a real league to me either.
Same shit.
But France actually has players that France has the best team easily the best team. They have players, tons of players, and they show it every year.
That's it. That's enough.
They got yeah.
Hey, actor, don't fuck around. He's great.
Yeah.
Fucker.
Yeah. No, he's actually one of the better. He's probably the best at his position easily in the world. You have to. You can't even deny that. If you don't think he's one of the best DMs, I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy, Davis. You don't think he is, eh, Davis? Davis like, nah, man. I've seen him play. Right? Davis like, no, screw that guy. He's a blue. No, but it's nice, eh? So after seeing these groups, so to me, it's like if Canada and Croatia make it, they play Spain or Germany. So it's like this.
End of the road.
Yeah, it's like thanks for letting us come. It was fun. But it'll be hard. But the only team like if Croatia plays, like Spain's hard for Croatia because the way they play football, the style of play, it's hard for them. So, and I think Spain will come first, and Croatia most likely will come behind Belgium. So, I don't see them getting past Spain. Maybe they do, maybe they don't, but I don't think so. So that's where I think Croatia's road will end this time. And Canada, if they make it out, same first round knockout. And if they don't, like realistically, Canada might pull off a tie against Morocco. That's what I feel. That's realistic. But hypothetically speaking, they're coming second behind Croatia, baby. And they're going all the way, you know? Now, what's your guys' favorite to win?
I have to go with the Germans.
Germans?
Got you.
I'll go with like my favorites to win. Go ahead, Davis. I'll let you go first.
Favorites to win this?
One, or are you saying 2 here?
I'm saying 2. I'm saying 2. I think.
Well, okay. I'm going with Germany or France.
Yeah, I'm going with France. Go ahead, Davis. Go ahead, Davis.
Right.
Davis is going with fucking Scotland and Canada.
Oh, fuck off. If I safe bet wise, Portugal or Argentina.
Damn, man. That'd be awesome final. If they played each other in the final, that's one of the best finals in a long time because like what cements Messi and Ronaldo's legacy is that World Cup. What? That would, whoever wins that of those teams, especially beating each other, damn. Now that's a final for
stage in fucking soccer.
Yeah, and their last World Cup, and one of them does it. That'd be the biggest story in soccer in a while, you know?
I don't want to see that shit.
Yeah, because one of their legacies will be tarnished forever if that happens.
I want to see this fucking guy lifting it.
No, I think
bro, fucking right. Guy wins the Champions League and World Cup.
It'd be crazy. It'd be
He's
crazy. But
pumped.
I
He's pumped. Did you watch his like streams of like watching the games and shit?
oh yeah, but when he came on one of the
TSN?
sports, yeah, he was so awkward.
Yeah,
He had no character. I was like, what the hell? I'm like, this guy. I thought he was gonna just be
crying on
hilarious.
his Twitch feed, and then like,
Yeah, yeah, and it was like, what the hell is this? He's so awkward, and he's like, yeah, it's like weird. Oh man, I don't know, it's weird. But Portugal and Argentina, I would love to see that. That'd be my favorite final. For me, that's what I want to see in the final. I love that. And I know everybody's like, "Oh, you're Croatian, can what about them?" It's like, yeah, I mean,
fuck, what about him?
yeah, it's like, yeah. It's like, yeah,
Messi and Ronaldo. Fuck.
yeah, it's Messi and Ronaldo. You know, you're never gonna see that. You never have another chance to see that. And if we got to see that, if we got to live through that, damn, that's a good one. That's a good one, man. But realistically, I'm going France and England. I think.
Now England's in there.
No, I don't. I think England will make it to the final. I don't know how it
I don't
works.
know if this year is gonna be it. I don't know. I don't know if it's Southgate's the issue or like.
Yeah,
Man, like that team's
I
stacked.
don't.
That team's
I don't see.
stacked from front to back.
Yeah, it sounds like a rapper there, eh?
It's just like,
yeah, I think France is favorites again. They have to be.
of course.
Yeah, they have to be.
Defending champs.
Oh, dude, last World Cup, I had Belgium to win it.
Same. I had Belgium to win it too.
And I'm like, oh shoot,
Weren't they out in the group stage?
No, they made it to the semis. I thought they're going to play.
Right.
They lost to France, and then Croatia beat England in the semis. So then I was like, oh man, Croatia versus Belgium, that'd be crazy. And I was like, oh, we might. I'm like, oh, we might win that one. And then because if France comes, I remember what happened in '98 World Cup. We defender Lilian Thuram never scored 2 goals never scored a goal in his whole career. He scores 2 against Croatia in '98 World Cup semifinals and knocks Croatia out. The only 2 goals the guy ever scores. You know, I was like, come on, damn. But yeah, I remember those France. Now we got double France nightmares from '98 and 2018. Perfect 10 years apart or 20 years apart. But I think France, like I said, they can put out like 2-3 teams easy, and they're all good. And Belgium, a lot of rides on their health. That's how I feel, because I think their golden age has passed already. They had that couple years where like everybody was scared of Belgium,
like the last World Cup.
Yeah, that was their time to win.
Hazard was still like a real threat.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
And
like he just got going in Chelsea, like at the end of his career there at Chelsea. Like,
yeah, now the only guy on the team that really scares me is De Bruyne. That's it. That's the guy that. That's all.
You're scared of fucking slugs, then.
Damn, yeah, and then you never know. Like if Lukaku stops eating cheeseburgers, he might be able to do something. You know.
I swear he needs to thin up a bit, bro. He can't fucking like. He's too heavy.
Yeah.
He's too heavy.
He's like Zion Williamson almost. You know, that's the same kind of build. You guys like he's like the NBA guy. I don't know if people know.
He looks like a basketball player. He's the size of
yeah, and I don't know, but do you think it's going to be an exciting one, a good World Cup? I think because a lot of people are crying about like
man. There's a lot of teams that weren't here last time.
Yeah, I think it's exciting, especially to be Canadian. This is how many viewers they're going to get for this World Cup just from Canada, like the whole country. Like people that never even looked at a soccer ball are behind Canada, you know?
Yeah.
That's bandwagon Larry's, fill the bandwagon Larry's, eh? But I don't know. What's a dark horse? What do you guys have as a dark horse that's winning that isn't a favorite that could win it? Or make it to the final, we'll say. Maybe not win it.
Canada.
You went there. Yeah. Also,
no, honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to pick because like if you take the first team away from each group except for Germany and Netherlands, the other teams to win it. You know, the other
The
teams,
only
the other
teams I see having the best chance would be France, England, Germany,
are like I'd
and
say
like
France, Argentina.
Argentina, maybe.
Yeah, Argentina just won Copa America, and that was huge. So they might be happy about, and they've been killing the group here. They've been beating all the teams. So, and then they're like a big. Obviously, I'm in Argentina, so it's huge, right? It's they
Oh,
like
yeah.
their chances down here, you know. I honestly don't see Brazil doing good. I don't see it. I don't know
Yeah.
why. How
In
they're
that group,
rated.
I think they'll fare well in that group, though.
Yeah, but I don't see them doing well in the tournament. I don't get how they're rated first overall. It's crazy the FIFA rankings, man.
Because they
Like
fucking win. They play shit teams. They win. They literally win
yeah,
every
but they
fucking game.
like they just lost the Copa America. It's like how are they like you just lost? How are
Yeah,
they?
but we were just ranked like fucking what 70th, and then now we're 38th.
Yeah, it's crazy.
How
It's
do you
absolutely
gain
crazy.
40 fucking how do you gain 40 spots?
Yeah, it's crazy. I
The
honestly
fucking
don't
rankings
get.
mean shit. They were mean fuck all.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like I don't like Belgium. What's Belgium like 3 or something like that? So it's like
Belgium's
how?
second, I think. No,
Yeah, that's what I mean. How?
France
know?
should be number one. They're the defending champions of the World Cup. The previous World Cup winners should be. I know it's all based on points and shit like that, but like, how is France not first?
Yeah, and yeah. How isn't that's what I mean? How isn't especially with them
You're
being
basing it off
favorites?
of group staging, or not even group staging. Yeah, it is, but like
Yeah, but let's just say this: if they're through, they don't play their starters anymore. You know, like
Yeah.
like Messi. Argentina stopped playing Messi. You know, same thing. It's like, oh man, I don't know. I don't get the FIFA rankings. The FIFA rankings is driving me crazy, man. It's absolutely insane. It's like I don't know. Croatia came second. Somehow they're like almost where Canada is. You know, it's like yeah. How do you come second? You're still fucking almost 30th. You know, it's like damn. Well, they're 16th, I think.
yeah.
But still, it's crazy. But yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be a fun tournament. I think. I think we're gonna be back on Sunday. I got a few. I got a few things to show you guys. Some Instagram pages. I got some good ones. I think. And it'll be fun. The Sunday one will be the last one before I'm in Croatia. Actually, I'm moving, so I don't know about the whole internet situation. I don't know if the following week I can do it because I don't know how long everything takes to set up because we just got the house, so now we have to put it all together now, right? So it's gonna be crazy, man. It's a crazy like my life is like hectic as hell, but I still try to do shit, you know.
Moving around. That's
yeah, it just drives you crazy, and it's like, man, that's why sometimes I snap, maybe I say things, but then I'm like, sorry, man, you know, sorry, man, I didn't mean to say that. Yeah, but so Sunday we're gonna do it early, huh?
Yeah, that's what we said.
Yeah, so if we do it early at noon, you guys like think you good? You're gonna come on?
yeah.
All right, perfect. Yeah, we got lots of hockey talk. Lots of hockey talk. We got the
Oh,
abs.
good. I got it in. Did I show you?
Yeah, the stick. Yeah, the stick and
Use McKinnon.
yeah, look at Davis is about to sign the screen. I thought, eh?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's like damn. I mean, this guy's a tennis player. But I don't know. That's it, eh? That's just a short World Cup special. And look at that one. That's a beauty, though. Eh?
See,
This guy's You gotta admit, this guy's collection is pretty good, eh?
Fucking set it on fire.
First round bust, eh? They're no better than the Leafs.
Dallas meets them first round.
Ah, man. Yeah. Hey, but the Leafs and Avs in the finals, you guys feeling that or no?
No.
I'd love that. I'd love that.
Imagine your house, Fink's family. That'd be crazy, probably. Because aren't they all Leafs?
Well, no, my wife don't even give a shit about sports.
No, but how about your parents and all that?
Yeah, I grew up like my stepdad being a Leafs fan. all my friends are fucking Leafs fans.
Yeah, so it'd be nuts, eh?
Yeah.
Especially like, imagine they made it to the finals against you and they won somehow. Oh man,
I wouldn't be able to fucking live it down. Like,
you'd have to turn off all your social media, eh?
so I just delete it for good.
Oh man, I honestly, at least we're playing Tampa. That's gonna be hard to get out first round. That's gonna be the hardest. That'll be the hardest. Yeah, I know the whole first round joke. This will be actually the hardest one for them to get out of all the other years.
You don't have a backup. That's why.
And look at Florida. They got Bobrovsky. Everybody has a goalie. Like what we only have one goalie in Hutchinson now. Wow, we're screwed, man. It's hard. Especially Matt Mrazek just got injured. It's man.
Yeah, but you got Campbell coming back tomorrow.
But hey, I'm telling you this. They just started heating up the Leafs and they're looking damn good if they keep this up.
Yeah, I don't toot your horn yet.
Don't do your. Hey, buddy, I'm tooting it tonight in the shower. No, but all right, guys, that's it. Hey, that's good. We only did an hour there. All right, peace.
Later.